Are you looking for the best insulated tents? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best insulated tents on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. FLYTOP 1 2-person backpacking tent. So you're looking for a well-insulated tent to keep you cool in the summer. But there's one problem. All the options you've encountered are heavy-duty and too overbuilt. Well, the FLYTOP 1 2-person backpacking tent just might be what you're looking for. Not only is this tent ideal for summer trips, but it can stand up to tough winter conditions too. For camping in the dog days of summer, the FLYTOP offers stellar UV protection through a silver coating that blocks 98% of the sun's rays. Doing so reflects heat, so you stay cool inside, even in direct sunlight. Several campers appreciated this when camping on a few scorching hot days. But the FLYTOP isn't just for when the sun is shining. It's definitely proven its worth through rain and even the winter's chill. Some users mention taking this tent out on 20-degree nights, where it kept them quite warm. Others said they left it unattended through several cycles of freezing, thawing, sleet, and snow. Yet the inside of the FLYTOP remained dry. Given the tent's impressive specs, we shouldn't be so surprised at this performance. The tent body is constructed with a rugged 210D Oxford fabric. The seams are fully taped to prevent rain from leaking inside. And the rainfly is rated to an impressive 4,000 HH. The biggest downside is that it's probably too small for the advertised 2 people. With a floor width that barely brushes 5, you'd have to be cozy to share this tent with a buddy. Number 2. Crua Outdoors Culla 2-person Cocoon Tent. Have you ever wished you could transform your favorite 3-season tent into something warm enough to handle tougher temperatures? Now you can with the Crua Outdoors Culla 2-person Cocoon Tent. As long as your main tent is big enough, all you do is place the Crua Cocoon inside to make a cozy shelter in a shelter. And no, this isn't just hyped. Although most campers haven't pushed this tent to the extreme, there were many accounts of comfortably sleeping through 30-degree nights in the high deserts. Speaking of sleep, wouldn't it be great to sleep in without being woken by the painfully bright sun? Well, now you can, thanks to the insulation which greatly reduces sun and outside noise. Unfortunately, a tent this cool has some noteworthy drawbacks. The most obvious downside is that the Cocoon is not waterproof whatsoever. But luckily, Crua solves this with their Duo 2P tent, where you can place the Cocoon inside. Alternatively, you can stick the Cocoon in your current tent. Just make sure whatever tent you choose can accommodate the 6.8 by 4.4 length and the 4 height. Number 3. Crua Outdoors Duo Combo Maxx 3-person tent. If you were intrigued by the Crua Cocoon, things got even better with the Crua Outdoors Duo Combo Maxx 3-person tent. First, let's review the Cocoon. As its name implies, the generously padded and insulated Cocoon is meant to slide inside the main outer tent. And as a testament to its efficacy, campers have used this Cocoon and tent combo in 18-20-degree mountain weather. Yet inside, they remained quite warm. Now take all that awesomeness and combine it with the outer tent. Even though it doesn't offer the greatest insulation, you get phenomenal weatherproofing. The outer fly is made with highly water-resistant, 5,000 HH rated polyester to keep the rain out. While waiting out storms in your incredibly cozy home away from home, you don't need to worry about stuffiness. The Cocoon and outer tent are equipped with several vents to maximize airflow. You can leave the door unzipped without fear of getting wet for extra ventilation. Why? Because it's buried deep in the massive 3 vestibule. This vestibule also doubles as the perfect place for extra gear. Weighing 5.5 pounds. The outer tent is light enough for backpackers, should you choose to use it without the Cocoon. Unfortunately, trying to bring them both on a backpacking trip would be ill-advised. The whole set weighs 22 pounds. Number 4. SE Emergency Outdoor Tube Tent. The SE Emergency Outdoor Tube Tent could be an optimal fit for the budget-minded, minimalist camper. This shelter is a no-frills offering with one objective: maintaining the interior temperature. Campers have said it excels at its job, reporting chilly nights where they remained warm. Don't expect it to hold back Arctic blasts and downpours, though. But for the majority of weather, this tent has you covered. Weighing only 1.6 pounds, we finally have a lightweight option suitable for backpackers. Yay! Because this is such a small and lightweight shelter, expect to make some sacrifices with living space. With a 6.3 by 3 floor, the Say tent isn't too bad for a smaller, single camper. But because this is a traditional A-frame tent, the walls are very steep. In other words, you don't have much room to stretch. Additionally, this shelter isn't built to provide years of faithful service due to its modest nature. Instead, consider using the Say tent as an introduction to the world of four-season camping before forking over big bucks for bigger tents. Or use it for a month and then retire it. Number 5. Kodiak Canvas Flex Bow Tent. Check out the Kodiak Canvas Flex Bow Tent for a wonderful all-around car camping option. Because this tent is made of canvas, it's naturally great at insulating while remaining breathable. This way, you stay comfortable inside even if the conditions outside are less than favorable. In fact, the Kodiak canvas handles bad weather, including soaking rains, like a champ. There are reports of users who have endured downpours while remaining completely dry inside the tent. While waiting out the weather, you'll have plenty of room to spread out. The 6'1" height means all but the tallest campers can walk around without hunching. The 9x8 floor will easily accommodate around 2-3 campers. It's a little small for the advertised 4, though. It's also important to point out the hefty 57 pounds weight. This is common with all canvas tents, but if your heart is set on something lighter, you'll have to look elsewhere.